Welcome to Blue Star Higher Secondary School students. Welcome back. In previous class, we saw about the points of secularism and understanding secularism. Now we are going to see the question answer part related to the secularism topic. Can we see that? Yes. This is the 2 marks related to our secularism topic. Okay, let us see the question. Write the meaning of a secular. What is the meaning of secular? Secular means a country has no state religion and people are free to practice any religion. Is it clear to you? Did you understand about this? Secular means a country has no state religion and people are free to practice any religion. எந்த ஒரு மதத்தையும் போற்றாமல் அவர்களுக்கு ஒரு எந்தெந்த மதத்தை விருப்பப்படி அவங்க ஃபாலோ பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படின்றதுக்கு ஃப்ரீடம் கொடுக்கறது தான் செக்குலர். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், வாட் இஸ் டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன்? When people are not given equal rights on the basis of religion, caste or sex are called discrimination. Okay, டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன்னா பிரிவினைப்படுத்துறது இல்லைங்களா? எப்போ மக்களுக்கு ஈக்குவல் ரைட் தரப்படலையோ ரிலீஜன் மூலயமா கேஸ்ட் மூலயமா ஆண் பெண் அப்படின்ற பிரிவினை மூலயமா அவங்க எப்படி பிரிவுபடுத்தப்பட்டு இருக்காங்களோ அதுக்கு காரணம் தான் டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன். பட் வி ஷுட் நாட் என்கரேஜ் தட். வி ஹாவ் டு கிவ் அ ஈக்குவல் ரைட். ஸோ அதனால தான் கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் சொல்கிறாங்க தேர் இஸ் நோ டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன் ஆன் த பேசிஸ் ஆஃப் ரிலீஜன் ஆர் கேஸ்ட் எக்ஸெட்ரா. ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் இஸ் டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன்? டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன் மீனிங்னா when the people are not given equal rights, அந்த ஈக்குவல் ரைட்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு தரப்படாத பட்சத்தில் அது டிஸ்கிரிமினேஷன் அர்த்தம். ஓகே, then third one, what are the objectives of a secular state? Objectives of a secular state: one religious community does not dominate another. Already we see in the last class, the state does not enforce any particular religion and does not take away the religious freedom of individuals. This is very sensitive part. Okay, then one religious community இல்லையா, அந்த community என்ன பண்ணணும்? does not dominate the other community. The state does not only that, the state does not enforce any particular religion. That is very very important. Then the third one, how do we practice secularism? எப்படி செக்யூலரிசத்தை நம்ம ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணலாம்? ஓகே, we practice secularism by not having state religion. Okay, giving freedom to people to practice to follow any religion, protecting people against the state and majority community. These are the very simple things to follow to practice the secularism. Okay, did you understand the meaning? If you understand the meaning of secularism, it's clear to you, means it is easy to follow. Okay, to practice the secularism நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும்னா by not having any state religion இல்லையா, then giving freedom to people. எதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? to follow any religion. That is the freedom of religion and the fundamental rights-ல நம்ம பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா. then protecting people against state and majority community. Majority community and minorities are there. No, majority minorities-ல ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நிறைய நடக்கும்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா. அதனால் we have to give protection against the state and majority the minority communities. Okay, there are 4 2 marks are there in this class. This your assignment part is read the questions what I give. Okay, then the 3 mark question related to this topic: how do the children in US government schools start their day? I already told, in US government schools they follow a separate method of prayer. Okay, now how they are going to, now we are going to see how the US children are going to start their day in a school. In USA, most of the children in government schools start their day by reciting pledge on allegiance. That means this includes words like under God. They are not at all mentioning any particular God. It was clarified about 6 decades ago then that the students will not be forced to say pledge if there is a conflict with religious sentiments. அந்த pledge எடுக்கும்போது அவங்க என்ன பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, they are not forced, the students will not be forced to say the pledge if there is a conflict with religious sentiments. Religious sentiments touch பண்ணுற மாதிரி we should not act anywhere. ஓகேவா? Then 5 mark question. How is Indian secularism different from other countries? Secularism of India and USA. There are separate subtopics are there. Just listen, children. Indian secularism differs from the dominant understanding. This is under the heading of secularism of India and USA. Indian secularism differs from the dominant understanding of secularism as practiced in the USA. Okay. Second one, separation of religion and state. USA strict separation between religion and state. Indian state can intervene in religious affairs. I already told about that, about the untouchability. Okay. For that I am going to clear this point, I am going to give an example for this. Can I read the paragraph again? USA strict separation between religion and state. Indian state can intervene in religious affairs. That example is, the state intervened in Hindu religious practices in order to abolish the practice of untouchability. Then maintaining distance. Maintaining distance, it means in Indian secularism, state is not strictly separate from religion, but it maintains a distance. Next point is work for preventing religious domination. Our constitution works in various ways to prevent religious domination. It guarantees fundamental rights based on the secular principles. To prevent the religious domination, our constitution provides some fundamental rights for that based on secular principles. Freedom of religion அப்படின்ற அந்த fundamental rights பார்த்தோம்னா it will be very easy for you to understand. Yes, now next. Shall I recall the points again? Fifth point is, our constitution works in various ways to prevent religious domination. It guarantees fundamental rights based on secular principles. These topics are very important. You have to read this topic. Okay? Yes. Under the heading of secularism, we see so many topics. No, then what is the meaning of secularism? Then why it is important to separate the religion from the state? Then write about the objectives of the Indian secularism. Okay. Then rest of the things we are going to see in the next class. Okay. Then shall we recall the points what we saw in the previous classes? Okay. Then the Indian Constitution and secularism, the two chapters are giving under one unit. Okay. Then why does a country need a constitution? Need of a constitution we already saw. Then 3-tier systems. Then powers of the election. Then constitution. Under the heading of constitution, you used to see the mind map of Dr. Ambedkar. I'll give a clue questions to you. I'll ask you to write some more points about Dr. Ambedkar. I'll give the assignment work to you on that. Then the key features, there are federalism. That means the 3 parts, state level, central level and the panchayati level. இல்லையா? அது federalism title பார்த்தோம். Then the parliamentary form of government. You can see the parliamentary form of government. then the separation of power, that is the organs of the government. Organs of the government used to see legislature, executive and the judiciary. Then and also the pictures of the prime ministers, law minister and the labor minister, then deputy prime minister, they are signing the copy of the constitution. Then a very important point is our fundamental rights in the constitution. Okay, shall I recall the fundamental rights? First one, a right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, a right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. Okay, these are the points already we seen. Okay. Can you remember the points I have given in legislature, executive and judiciary? Can you recall the points? What are they? They are the three organs of the government. Then the legislature means to our elected representatives. Legislature means it refers to our elected representatives. The executive means as a group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. That is very important. For a constitution, the three organs have a separate powers. Then each one are very important. Okay, the executive is a small group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. Why it is very important means, can I tell a few words to you? Okay, just listen. இப்போ நம்ம நல்லா ஒரு விஷயத்தை பிளான் பண்ணுறோம். Be very good in plan. பட் அது அந்த நல்லா பிளான் பண்ணினா கூட we have to execute it in the correct method, in manner. Okay, otherwise the well plan also it will spoil totally. இல்லையா, அதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணுறதுல தான் அந்த ஃபுல் ரிசல்ட்டும் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கும். இல்லையா, that same like that smaller group of people who were responsible for implementing laws, not only for them to running the government also. Okay, then another organ is judiciary. It's a system of courts, I already told. Okay, this is the system of courts. Okay, and again I am going to tell about the classwork parts to you. Then in the same classwork itself, you are going to start to write the civics also. No more division, no more splitting parts are there. Take a fresh page and write civics. That is enough. There are two topics under one unit. First one, Indian Constitution, then secularism. Okay, then first you are going to draw the mind map, then D words, and next part is meaning with Tamil and English. Then 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks for you. According to the topic wise, I'll give you write according to the topic wise also. Okay, you write the topic first, Constitution. Related to that constitution, I'll give already so many questions to you. According to that, you have to write. Then secularism. In this class, I'll give the questions part to you about the related topic of secularism. So give importance to subtopics and write the classwork neatly. Thank you, children.